help in the end, a hindrance? And is there something we can build on there? Because it's hard to see how we manage this region, ultimately Syria and the other issues, without Russia.
Russia was a help on this. And I'll be honest with you, I was not sure, given the strong differences that we're having with Russia right now around Ukraine, whether this would sustain itself. Putin and the Russian government compartmentalized on this in a way that surprised me, and we would not have achieved this agreement had it not been for Russia's willingness to stick with us and the other P5+1 members in insisting on a strong deal. I was encouraged by the fact that Mr. Putin called me a couple of weeks ago, initiated the call to talk about Syria. I think they get a sense that the Assad regime is losing grip over greater and greater swaths of territory inside of Syria, and that the prospects for a al-Nusra or ISIL takeover or rout of the Syrian regime is not imminent, but becomes a greater and greater threat by the day. That offers us an opportunity to have a serious conversation with them. One, by the way, that I tried to have 4 years ago when we were at a G20 conference in Los Cabos, in which I said, the problem you have here is that your client, Mr. Assad, has lost legitimacy with the majority of the population in that country, and the more he kills people, the less legitimacy he's going to have, and that's going to empower the violent extremists. So whether we're going to see a huge shift from him or small steps, I do think there's some opening. I think Iran has to worry about the cost that they're paying in terms of keeping the current situation afloat and keeping the ISIL wolf at bay. But we'll have to see whether, in fact, they walk through those doors. Part of our goal here has been to show that diplomacy can work. It doesn't work perfectly. It doesn't give us everything that we want. This is a complicated world. We don't dictate whatever happens. We are the most powerful nation on earth, but we can't control every single event. But what we can do is to shape events in ways where it's more likely that problems get solved rather than less likely. And that's the opportunity we have now.